Boom, bam. Welcome back to the Great Debate Show. It's your favorite Uncle JJ. And as always, I got something to say. I'm here live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I just want to give you my quick final predictions on Canelo Crawford. Okay. So, look, I ran into Timothy Bradley. Ran into him earlier, tried to do an interview. He wasn't really wanting to do that or whatever, but he did give me a few minutes of his time. I talked to him, and this is what he told me. He's been saying that Bud Crawford is going to win this fight. He's been saying it for months. However, he saw Canelo's camp. He talked to the trainers. He talked to their whole team. He thinks what they're saying is going to be a knockout. They got a knockout or whatever. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm here to talk about the Canelo Crawford fight for a minute. I really can't see your comments right now. I just, I'm from a distance, so I can't really see what's going on. But I just want to tell you, hope y'all doing good. Hope all is well. It's Friday here in Las Vegas, and I ran into Timothy Bradley earlier, and we were talking about the fight. I tried to get him on a live stream or a quick, short that I could put up for y'all and make a good clip, but he wasn't really want to try to do any of that on the camera. Anyway, he told me that after months of saying that Crawford is going to win, he's starting to kind of change his mind after seeing and talking to Canelo's camp. Canelo's camp has said they're saying knockout. Canelo told Stephen A. Smith earlier today that he feels like he's in his prime. Timothy Bradley told me that Canelo and his camp are very confident. They did the preparation, they did the work, and he feels good. And whatever their game plan is, and whatever the secret is that he told, he wouldn't tell me. He says he kind of is worried about Crawford now. Now, back to Crawford. He still says Crawford can win this fight if he, you know, doesn't stay inside. If he sticks and moves, if he not runs away from Canelo, but he can't just stand there and try to duke it out with him. You know what I'm saying? Blow for blow. It just won't work. I even know that. But hearing it coming from another fighter, hey, you got to take his words. He's been in there before. So anyway, he's a good dude, a good brother, and he basically said that this thing could end up in a draw or Canelo will win. The only way he sees Bud winning now is going to be a decision. I'm going to go either Crawford with a decision or um, a draw. And if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, I probably would say a draw. So my last final prediction going off of what he said. Look, y'all, I've said it before. Canelo is a sharp guy. He's very, very good. And he's a real humble brother. I really do like Canelo. And I hope both of these fighters have a good fight and they both come out in good health. But I still got to go with Bud Crawford. I think as good as Canelo is, as much of an advantage as he has, Bud still is the exception. And for what I'm hearing, he is sick and tired of everybody doubting him and counting him out. So I'm taking Crawford for the win. I think Canelo can drop him early. But if he can get past round 4, round 5, Crawford is going to figure him out. He has a very high IQ, and it's not going to take him long to figure out what he needs to do. He has a game plan. He has it. He's got it up here. And again, Bomac is one of the best trainers, if not the best trainer in boxing right now. So he's never steered me wrong. He's never steered Bud Crawford wrong. So I'm going with Crawford still, and I'm going with Crawford in a decision. However, I do think that Canelo could drop him in round 4 or 5. But if he can take his punch, Canelo's going to be in it for a long night. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Canelo starts off hot and Crawford starts off slow. Crawford really just starts to get in his vibe, in his field when we get to round 6, 7, 8. And that's when you're in trouble. This is when Canelo starts to slow down. Even Timothy Bradley said that. And this is the reason why he had been picking Crawford. But whatever he heard today, whatever secret that he found out that Canelo's camp told him, he's worried for Bud Crawford now. You all may be right, and I may have to eat some humble pie tomorrow night after the fight. I'm going to be here right outside Allegiant Stadium immediately after the fight. But I'm still going with Crawford, and I'm going to say that he wins in a decision. But if I'm bet on it, and I think I'm going to go in there and make a bet, I'm going to say it's going to be a draw if they want another fight. But there's rumors that this could be Crawford's last fight. But he told Stephen A. Smith that he was going to fight again. So he said he's going to take it one fight at a time. We'll see. Again, there's rumors that Terrence Crawford has hurt his shoulders. He's supposed to be injured. He said that's not true. We will see. But again, I think me and Teddy Atlas are the only ones who are going with Bud Crawford. I got to stick with it. I hope y'all are doing well, y'all. I'm about to grab this in a minute probably and speak to you all, read a few comments. But I got a few more things to say about college football. We've got Knoxville, Tennessee. You got the Tennessee Vols. They've got a big game tomorrow. You've also got off the top of my head. Tennessee is in a big game tomorrow. Ole Miss is in a pretty big game tomorrow. We've got Georgia. It's a lot of good college football tomorrow. So I'll talk a little bit more about it when I get to the stadium tomorrow. Try to break it down a little bit further. But as of right now, week two in the NFL. I hear a lot of people talking about the Dolphins, and I know the Dolphins are bad, and Mike McDaniel he looks bad, but just be careful with the money lines tomorrow. Everybody's going to try to pick the Patriots tomorrow, and I don't know if I would do that because they've been the laughing stock for the past 6 days. Do you really think they're going to be that bad tomorrow at home against the Patriots? I'm not sure. As far as other teams that could go 0-2 tomorrow, you got the Cowboys and the Giants. I don't know if the Cowboys would lose that game or not, but I would say that they probably are the better team, so they probably should win that. And then you have who's the other one? The Ravens and the Browns. The Ravens is the only team that I'm confident in winning. That's a Raider bus right there. The the Ravens are the only team that I can say is very, very, very confident. And I'm confident in them winning and going 2-0. I mean, 1-1. Even though the Browns played a good game with Cincinnati, they always do. I think that the Ravens will be the only team I will bet on to cover the spread, whatever that may be. Because after what happened last week, they're not going to lose a lead. They're not going to let that slip away this time. There's another game also. Dolphins and Patriots, Cowboys, Giants, Browns, Ravens. Those are the big 3 games, in my opinion, as far as who loses to go 0-2. And yeah, I think that's about it. The Bears. The Bears and the Lions. That's the other one. Neither one of them can afford to go 0-2. If I had to bet on it, I would say that the Lions are going to come back. And they're going to show everybody that, look here, I know we looked bad last week, but we still got a talented roster. We're still stacked. And I just can't see Detroit losing again. Now, if they do, then maybe the Bears are better. The Bears really outplayed the Vikings last week. It's just Brian Flores started sending pressure, and Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams did not have an answer for it. So I can't wait to see how that game goes. That game is in Minnesota. I think it's Sunday night. I'm not sure. No. Sunday night is the Falcons and the Vikings. That's also another good one. The Falcons need that win bad, but I don't think they get it on the road. I'll take the Vikings to go 2-0. And I think the Lions are going to beat the Bears. And so the Bears will be 0-2. And then you're going to start to question Ben Johnson. And like I told you all, we're trying to find out if Ben Johnson is Matt LaFleur or Josh McDaniel. Is he a good head coach or is he an OC? We'll find out. And don't forget what I told you about Caleb Williams if he struggles. If they start 0-2 and if he struggles or if they can't put it all together as soon as Ben Johnson would like, don't be surprised if we see Tyson Bagent. Just don't be surprised. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I'll do a little bit more college football tomorrow. But my final prediction for Canelo and Crawford. Again, much respect to both fighters. And they both do have a mutual respect. I love that. I saw Canelo in this interview with Stephen A. and with Max Kellerman about a week ago. Very good guy. Canelo said he's in his prime. He feels good. And he said the universe has set this up for me for tomorrow night. And he's ready. And according to Timothy Bradley, they're thinking knockout. Terrence Crawford has never said he's going to knock him out. He said he just needs to win the fight. And I think Bo Mack is still the best trainer. And I think he has the best corner in the business. But again, he's going up 2 weight classes. If Canelo loses this fight, though, to a guy who jumped up 2 weight classes, what would you all say about that? Would that hurt Canelo's legacy? Or would it not matter who wins or loses? They're both still Hall of Famers. I don't know. But I think if Bud wins this fight, you have to put him in the top 5 all time. Because he will be the only male boxer to ever go up 3 weight divisions and become undisputed champion. And I think tomorrow night, he will shock the world. All right. That's all I got. It's your favorite Uncle JJ, host of the Great Debate Show. I hope you all like the show. I hope you subscribe. I got more content. It's going to get better and better starting next week when I get back home. Oh, and one more thing. I want to give thoughts and prayers to the real king of Memphis. I'm about to be, but until then, Jerry the King Lawler. Y'all pray for him, man. He had another stroke. I think this is like his third stroke. He just had one back in 2023, and he had another one, I think, this past week. So thoughts and prayers to him also. He is not doing too good. They say he's canceling a lot of events that he had coming up. So I think he's in Memphis still too. He's got a Florida home too, but I think he's in Memphis right now recovering from that. So thoughts and prayers to the King, Jerry Lawler. When we were kids, we used to go to the Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis wrestling, Monday Night Memories. You got to be from Memphis to know about that. But if you're from Memphis, you know he's the real king of Memphis. So we praying for Jerry the King Lawler. And and again, the WWE is about to announce WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. How do you feel about that? Those greedy motherfuckers, TKO. And they say that they will pay The Rock $100 million to get him to fight in main event WrestleMania 43. They're going to pay. They're going to spend money, money, money. And it's sad that we've come to the point that where the WWE are now booking based off of what Saudi wants to pay. Vince would have never allowed that. But that's neither here nor there. All right, until we eat again, y'all be safe. And I'll be back tomorrow outside of Legion Stadium immediately after the fight. Maybe even before. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.